Wairarapa e pā te iawi atua e whakaaro mātau no hoki anō rā miki mā hoki anō tonu tawa whakaaro ni tiku ake ai whakarite atu ai ki tēnei wā tonu ni a hapa reiti nā ko āhua rari anō i roto i te taipuni i whakarite anō hoki ai kia tīmatari ai a haiwa Hawaikirangi i ki tēnei rā i te whā nā i tata ki tērā i te rima i te whā. Ana kua tīmatari atu anō hoki anō tia a Hawaikirangi e Kaea Matiaha e tata Hawaikirangi ki roto ki tēnei rā, i roto anō hoki tēnei rā, i ngā mea katoa whakaaro nui atu ana i roto haiwhai. Haiwhai anō ki roto i tēnei rā, i roto anō hoki i ngā tūāhuatanga e kawe atu ana anō hoki i roto. E no reira rā e pā te iawe atu ai whakaaro nui anō tēnei kia koe, ko koe anō tēnā e tautia ki ana mai, taumana ki ana mai, tai whakarahirahi atu ana mai, ia tātou mātou ki roto anō hoki ki ngā tūāhuatanga rā i te mahara atu anō rā ia mātou i te tarati tūtahu tahu mātāuru ka pore i hana matua. Ai e rā tūāhuatanga katoa i roto i ngā kōrero hai a piti atu me te whai mai ki roto ki ngā kōrero hai whāinga anō i roto anō hoki i tēnei rā. Kai te iwa ki te rima e tāma te tikanga ka mutu atu hau ki roto ki e nei me nei tinei. Hui anō i te mea i whakarite atu ki a tīmataria a Hawaikirangi ki te whā. Nā, i tīmataria ana rima mai i te whā i tīmataria ai. Hui anō i raruke atu anō ai. No reira, kua te mea kua pai i nāene, kua āhua pai. Ana, kai te rāngona pai tia ngā kōrero kārakau i te puapua mai ngā āhuatanga i tētahi pāho. Ko tā Hawaikirangi tonu hoki tēnei e kawe atu nei kia tātou. E no reira rā e tātou mā te iawe atua tauhua e pā me taku whakaaro nui atu ki a mātau kātoa toa te tāngata kata anō kahuri mai nei, kahuri ke mai nei ki roto i ngā ki roto anō hoki ki ngā kōrero a Hawaikirangi i roto i ngā rāpare. Kai tēnei rāpare e whāinga atu nei i ngā kōrero, e whāinga atu nei anō hoki, anō i ngā kōrero aroha mai. Kai te tino whakatau atu tonu a hau iau ana te tīmataria mai o te hōtaka i roto i tēnei rā ka ahua raru. Nā reira ko ahua haha. E hangapō kai kaha no te ahua o e tahi o te whakaharo pia. Hoi anō, te mea nui kai kona tonu anō nā kokoe e pā. Hai awhi atu, hai tautoko atu i te kawe i ngā huatanga i roto i te hōtaka ki tēnei rā. me te taumanaki atu i ngā tūāhuatanga ki ngā taonga tuku i hoa tahu māka ka nui matua ure tā rewa hapu nui tonu. Ko ia tēnei te tino te tino kai waiwai, te tino o te kai pāho atu i ngā kōrero, te tino pautau tiaki i ngā kōrero e kawe tia atu ana i roto Hawaikirangi. Kai te kawea ki roto ki a Hawaikirangi i roto i tēnei rā, ki tēnei wā tonu nei. Kai te rima ki te rima, e tā mā te reiti rama. Hoi anō, kia huri atu pēr tātou ki Aropata ki te kingi, kia whakarongo ki atu rā tātou ki e tahi o ana kōrero. Ai e tahi o ngā whakaaro, kia rāngona atu ai rā e tātou koi anō hoki tā mātou whai atu. Ki e tahi o ngā kōrero whakamutunga ki ngā puorora, ngā kōrero i ngā tohungatanga ki ana puoro. E rā mea katoa. Kaua i roto i te whakarongo hi atu noatia ki ngā puoro Aropata. Ki ngā puoro Aropata. Engari, i te āta whakaaro hi atu anō hoki ki ana kupu. Me rā tūāhuatanga ngā kōrero i roto i ngā ui ngā kōrero. I whai ngā tua i eia, haikupu, ki aia i roto i au wawa. Ngā mea katoa i whakāhua tia kia i ki aia. Te āhua ki te āhuatanga ki te purei hia, te whakatangi hia. Te auaha mai ki roto ki te puoro nei me te kawetia, te whakamāhea tia atu anō hoki o te puoro. E rā mea katoa. Tēnā rā tātou huri atu ki aia. Ta whakarongo kau atu anō ki etahi ana kōrero i Aropata i roto i tēnei wā. E pāte i awe atu a whakamuemiti. Ai te ingoa te iehua. Āmene. Ka piti hono ka tātai hono, te mate ki te mate me ki, te kanohi mate ki a rātau, te mate ki a rātau. Ka piti hono ka tātai hono, tātau ka toa, tātau mā. E tā mā, ko tātau, te kānohi ora ki roto ki tēnei wā, tēnā rā tātau, ka huri.
I'm Bob Marley and you're watching Countdown right across Australia. We describe our music as a road to consciousness. But we call it music still, revolutionary music.
Revolutionary in what respect?
Revolutionary of the mind, bring the reality of what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent to the babe and the suckling. Yeah, a lot of children.
Yeah, with the children and everyone. Everyone was smiling. And
no need for the children to be sad,
dancing.
They're innocent.
Yeah.
Right? All children innocent. So them should be happy. It can be copied, but it's not copied to it. It's the feel, It carry a feel where if you ask plenty musicians, them know it, but them can't do it. So people still searching for this truth here, which this reggae music, bring across to them, and the only purpose it serves is to tell the people about Rastafari. Well, I've been a Rasta from ever since, you know, but it's not how long I've been a Rasta, it's how long it takes you to grow up. Because what he is what he is, from beginning to the end. You can never change, because if you even adapt things later out, you and filter right out. So we're just Rasta from creation, you know. But me is a common sense, man. That means when me explain things, me explain it in a very simple way. That means if I explain it to a baby, the baby will understand too, you know. So we rest now, like the Bible says, God said him shall return as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conqueror line of a tribe of Judah. And him shall come in a new name. And this new name shall be dreadful among the heathen.
How important are the dreadlocks?
This
Is that part of being a Rasta?
Man. Yeah, this is my identity. I don't come to bow, you know. I come to conquer. I don't come to bow, I come to conquer. My home is always where I am. My home is not my head. My home is what I think about. How I try to set my mind in the thinking that I think. That is my home. My home is not a material home out somewhere out there. You know, my home is not my head.
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money? I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
What do you mean rich? What do you mean?
You have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.
In your songs, you often refer to the Bible, but many of the young people who are coming to your concert don't believe in the Bible anymore.
Because the way they've been taught about the Bible, that is not the way of the Bible. You know what I mean? Because if I was living in that world where the everyday interpretation of the Bible go on, then I would have eaten the Bible too. But now that we have found the right way of the Bible, then the Bible is to be loved, because the Bible is a record of man creation. It's the only book it's the only book can show you where mankind began without any prejudice or anything like that, any boastiness, pride or anything. It just have how it go, and that's it. Well, all the Christian people, not even the Christian, all the people who go to churches interpret the Bible and the preachers them. That is not the right way. Because the greatest thing is that life See, it's life. Life I deal with. If the preacher read the Bible and tell you that you have to die to go to heaven, then he's not reading the Bible. Because the Bible tells you you have to live in a heaven. You don't die and go to heaven, you have to live in heaven. You know, a lot of places on earth could be, but Africa is our heaven, because that's where we come from. You know, maybe if it's a Swiss, maybe if you're from Switzerland and the people know God, then maybe you could live in peace, unity, harmony, you know. But you know, people are stubborn on this earth because of material vanity. I don't wanna wait till the cause it's summertime. It's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. You know, living, we know that when you're sick, you go to the doctor. So nobody wants to die. So if you don't want to die, then there's something happening there. So the best man to find out from, if you can live, is God. Now, to find out from God, you have to find God. Now when we search in reality, we find Haile Selassie, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conqueror, Lion of Judah. That is our tradition.
How big is the influence of the Rasta communities in Jamaican culture and politics today? And perhaps you can give some examples.
Well, you know, as Rasta, we're dealing with not politics, but our own tradition from creation, from the root of mankind. So we as Rasta now, we return to our roots, which is God. You know, so, and as you know, politics divide and rule. Politics don't show people God. Politics tell you that somebody can do something fair. You know, what we know is God that do everything. So the best man to deal with is God. When you deal with God, you don't deal with politics, because politics divide.
Do you have to smoke to be a Rasta?
No, man. But in this time, I mean, like, for instance, you're reaching a sense where you're strong enough, can take a little smoke. So when all them car pass, although you live in the city, you don't hear it because you're thinking. Differently if you just live so. Then, you know what I mean, the whole world confused you and you're worried and you don't have no time to think. And herb is that thing that give you a little time for yourself so you can live, if you use it. The more you accept herbs, the more you accept Rastafari. You dig what I say? We who accept herb herb is important, but herb is more important to the people who don't accept it yet, because that is the reality. I mean, it's not selling selling is something that you crave, but you check it in your sense and say, herb is a plant. I mean, herbs are good for everything. Why these people who want to do so much good for everyone, who call themselves governments and this and that, why them say you must not use the herb? You see? And we check that and we can't find, we just see them just say, no, you mustn't use it because it make you rebel. Against what? I don't care who the guy is. Because my right is my right, like my life. You know, all I have is my life. That means if I can say, I don't want that or I don't want this. When I check it out, the biggest man was a baby one time. So I don't know where him get all of these big ideas, want to be rulers over people. See? And help enforce devilism. Can't dig it. Can't take it. We're rebel, man. We're revolutionaries. You know?
Is that the way you'd see yourself?
Yeah, I see myself as a revolutionary who don't have no help and not take no bribe from no one to fight it single-handed with music.
You must believe me. Oh, darling, darling, I'm calling. Can't you see? Won't you believe me? Oh, darling, darling. Well, I'm a calling. Satisfy my soul in the morning. Satisfy my soul in the evening.
Tāhua rā e rā kōrero katoa i Wairarapa i ia e kōrero atu ana i ētahi o ngā huatanga ko te tūmanako ka tino whai atu ai e tātou mā ētahi o te tino ōroto. Pērā i ngā mea kai te kōrero tia i roto i ngā wiki kua taha. Me te kōrero anō ki ngā āhuatanga katoa anō o roto i te titiro a mātau. Ki te puoro a te kingi i aropata i aia e o rato nuana e tā mā. Kai te kaumātahi meniti mai i te rima. Yes, here we are again and at a great time. That's why I endured, I persevered today to stick with the show today. I was going to call it off and leave early, but because things messed up there at the start, was a little bit stressed there at the start there because I had scheduled to start at 4 today because I knew I was going to be late. I had another appointment, but I still wanted to come and do the show because we're getting close here, Tāma, for Tahu Posse to perform in the studio. It's getting close and yes, another very important message there. I just got an important message. And I'll look to... I thought I'd look to persevering even though things went wrong there at 4:05. We actually went to air, but none of you got to hear me. None of you got to hear us, and that was the brief documentary there that we had at the start that no one got to hear. So we had all sorts of troubles going on, but it's all fixed up. E tātou mā, and I'm back. A Kaea Matiaha te aro hatai, te rangipū a tāta. I'm back, utilising te reo matua, te reo tao marama, o roto tahu mā ka kanui matua. Te reo o ngā tūwā kanakana i roto i te rohe wenua ki Wairarapa ki Tararua o te matau a Māui. And mai tonu anō hoki I te tai Hawaii Waukati. So we are the Western Division, aroha mai, of... Sorry, geez, I sound flustered today, eh? Even in the reo I was a little bit like that at the start. And I just put it down to, it's been an eventful day, and I've been rushing around a little bit, and plus at the start of the show I had to do a wee bit of rushing around and go do this and that, and then to find that everything, the show wasn't actually going out, I thought, oh no. So I was actually going to go off here, but I thought I'll continue and persevere, and that's because it's a very special time at Tama, and that special time, we were looking for that through February, March, April. May, I did some stuff myself, and I'm going to do a couple of things today. A couple of numbers today live, so that you get that live music. In the reggae, it's the live music. We're going to have some recorded music today as well, of the King, some of Bob's recorded music, so that you see the differences. Now, the recorded music slows everything right down to rudiments of theory, pace, and they really highlight every little touch, every little sound, every little thing in the song gets heard all the time. I know in live music you don't actually really get to hear everything sometimes, and everything happens so quickly when it's live that you don't get the full appreciation. Well, that's what recorded music can do for you. It can create for you a basis by where you can get the full appreciation for the music. And recorded music, that's what theory can do for you. Recorded music can give you that deep appreciation for the music. And I guess that helped Bob's music as well. And it helps every music, let's put it that way. But we're concerned specifically what it does with reggae. Because this is a program about reggae music. If it's Hawaikirangi, it's reggae music. It's about tahu posse. And when you're examining the music of the King, you're talking about the biggest reggae rock star in the world, the roots rock reggae artist that took the world, and he played all the phases and facets and aspects and precepts and variations of core reggae music. He's the only reggae star that played every one of them. Okay, so that's to give you an idea of how good Bob is, and how there's a lot of massive reggae stars out there, reggae artists that are heavyweights in their own right, but they were nowhere near the reggae king, Bob Marley. That's why we call him the reggae king, right? He's just utterly the best. And he still is, even so many years after his death. People still, you can't help. Ka whakatairangi tia te ingoa ia rōpata I tana tino whai atu ki ngā tohungatanga I te puoro nei, te puoro ki ingi mangu, puoro te ki ingi mangu. Hai aha, hai kawe atu mana ki te ao. He rā kautonu, te puoro te ki ingi mangu. E rā kau a te puoro mai I roto, e rā kau a te atua mai I roto I horomona mā, ia rā wiri mā, ngā kiingi mangu, e kōrero hia kena. Mai rā no I e rā wā. I e rā wā inehe. I nā noa I roto I ngā wā ki te puoro I a rātau. Te puoro e kia nei soka. S-O-U-K-O-U-S. So it's not the same as soka of the Calypso King Islands, this is different soka. This soka is called S-O-U-K-O-U-S. And it is the old African music, the music of the courtyards of the palaces of the Black Kings. Soka. That's where reggae developed from, and then you got your more modern elements of reggae come in. And Bob brought those to the world. People like Bob, people like Toots and the Maytals, Toots Hibbert and the Maytals, all those people, Eddie Grant, Black Uhuru, Burning Spear. Yeah, all those people, they brought it to us. But we're especially concerned about examining the music of the Reggae King, Bob Marley, and just reverting back to Tahu Posse coming into the studio very soon. That's going to be really happening, and not only that, but we're going to look to do it every 2 weeks. Now, that may mean sometimes we pre-record, because sometimes guys and girls won't be able to make it to the studio, so we can pre-record and get those jam sessions pre-recorded for you and in on the show on the Thursday afternoon for you, so that it also can go out on the Wairarapa TV shows at other times of the week. E tātou mā, kai te mihi atu ki a tātou. Kai te mihi atu ki a tātou. Kai te ngana mai ki te mautonu ki ngā kōrero a Hawaikirangi I roto I tēnei rā. Kua rā te ia huararu ai I roto I tēnei rā I te taupuni, te tēpu me ngā mehini pāho I roto nei. Hoi anō, kai te pai nā ianei, kua hua pai ke atu I nā iana, te āhuana. E tātou mā me tō tātou whai atu anō hoki ki te haeretanga tonutanga o ngā mea katoa I roto I te hōtaka hei whai atu mātātau koau I roto I tēnei rā. Me ngā huatanga hei pāho atu, me ngā kōrero. Me titiro noa atu ki ngā āhuatanga I te poro ki mangu I tātu ai. I tātu ai ki roto ki ngā taupuni tā poro. I roto I e rā wāhi I putatu ai te ātāhua o ngā mea katoa o roto I te poro. Ka tino rāngona hi atu ai, ka tino whai mateo hātu ai, ka tino mateo hātu ai te tāngata I nā mea katoa. Kai te pai? Ana, te tino āhuatanga o te poro ki ingi mangu engari. Me o nā āhuatanga katoa ki te ai, ki roto ki ngā whakangahau atu, ngā kōno hete atu o te poro ki roto I ngā āhuatanga I roto I ngā āhuatanga I te whakatangihia atinana atu. Kai te pai? Atinana atu. No reira rā e tātou mā. Kia tino umai. Tātou e tātou mā. Yes, stay with us because we've got some live music coming up today, but it's just me today for Tahu Posse, and it won't be too long. Maybe 3 weeks away or so. Tahu Posse will start coming in and do every couple of weeks. I don't know if we'll get the full complement until probably after the next month or so, but eventually we will get the full complement in here of the whole band, so that'll include our brassies as well. Now, that could make things a bit noisy. So we'll just have our brassies in here anyway, and we and we may not be able to utilise them in the way that we would highly want to. But yeah, let's see what we can do. But we'll definitely get some live music, and we know that's what you want to hear. And then eventually some recordings of our music of Tahu Posse, which should go down really well. Don't forget those 3 singles, All the Glory, He, a song, a heartbreaky song, with a good ending. Yeah, how about that? There's not many songs like that, a heartbreaky song with a good ending. And then we have Reggae in Your Reggae, a song for our New Zealand artists, a song mainly for our New Zealand artists and for any budding reggae artists really. And that is, really, it's dancehall, and it really reaches out to those budding artists in reggae music, and wanting them to make sure they've got everything seriously together, and don't go out there half-cocked. Don't go out there, go out there fully prepared with all the goods that you need to play good reggae music out there in the world. E tatauma, kai te whai mai nei, te waiata rōpata Africa Unite. His recording of that song on the Survival album back in the day. E tatauma, hei kawe atu e tatau I roto I nei meneti. Kahuri.
Africa unite, 'cause we're moving right out of Babylon, and we're going to our father's land. Yeah. How good and how pleasant it would be before God and man, yeah, to see the unification of all Africans, yeah. Has it been said already? Let it be done, yeah. We are the children of the Rastaman. We are the children of the Mayaman. Africa unite, 'cause the children wanna go home, yeah, yeah. Africa unite, 'cause we're moving right out of Babylon, and we're grooving to our father's land. Yeah. How good and how pleasant it would be before God and man to see the unification of all Rastaman. Yeah. Has it been said already? Let it be done. I tell you who we are.
hoki. Kai te rua te kai mā iwa meniti mai I te rima e tātou mā. Tino a tāhua te rane, tētahi o te tino a rōpata, Africa Unite. In fact, there weren't many songs of rōpata that weren't good. Can you imagine that? Every song that you write, a hit. Well, definitely a hit with his fans, you know, and hits across the world. His songs get utilised in so many different ways and by so many different genres and so many different people. It's quite amazing the extent to which the huge reach that Bob had with his music and the huge success that he had with that. And that is one of the reasons why, if you listened carefully to that track, you would have got a good idea of what I was talking about. The slower rhythm, that's the reggae rhythm, the traditional rhythm. But reggae is not just like that. And I told you about Pace being able to bring on a natural rock feel into reggae. It's a rock feel. It's more of a rock feel. Let's not get carried away with comparison of rock music and reggae music. But, you know, there's a special rock feel that you can get with Pace and reggae. But you can also have that within within the rudiments of theory, the slower pace. You can actually do it there too. And but that's a different rock. That's it's all a reggae rock, okay? It's all a reggae rock, whether it's fast or slow. But we've got to get used to the idea, especially in New Zealand, that reggae is not just super slow. You know, we've got so many of our reggae bands. In fact, the majority that would consider that reggae has to be super slow. That's not true. You can play reggae music how you want to play it, how you figure that it's best played. Any type of song, in fact, that's what Tahu Posse does. Any song for any occasion and for whatever occasion it is, that's how we will do it. That's how Tahu Posse will do it. We'll do that song according to where we are, and if it means we do it slower, then we'll do it slower. If it means we do it by stepping out of the square, then we'll do that. If we need to do it core, and we need to make it really solid core, then we will do that too. So, yeah, there's a bit of a taste there of recorded reggae, and it's so beautiful, eh? It sounds so beautiful. And believe it or not, it can sound that beautiful live too. Yeah? Yeah, you can get it to sound like that live. And, but most, especially the heavyweights in reggae music, they will tend to not so much mirror or try to copy a literal copy of any of the recordings and capture the real meaning of the song and the artist's interpretation of the song. But also ensure that within the work that is captured, every instrument, every touch in the song, every cadence, every crescendo, or all those sorts of things are part of the song. Every little moment in that song, Africa Unite, you would have heard lots and lots there of wonderful sounds chiming in together that I feel. I don't like some of the captions, some of the text where they put in captions for speech of words. Some of the interpretation there of Bob's words in the early documentary are actually incorrect. It says there, it carry I feel. Well, that's not what Bob's saying. He says it carry I feel. And what Bob means there is it captures there's a real people rhythm in the music. And that once you get onto that rhythm, that real people-y thing about people communally together working, communally working together for a common goal, that is I feel. And when you are able to get that going with your band and get each instrument and each touch moving at the right time and each instrument working in what they have to work in with a song right at the right moment, that is all a part of the I feel too. Okay, and it's a real people rhythm, eh? It's a real, everything working together like clockwork to capture that essence in the words, in the power, in the song, in the lyric. Yeah, everything needs to be captured through that music. And Bob sums it up. Probably, no one could sum it up better. That's our view, and that's Tahu Posse's view. Yeah, so we're going to have, finally, e tatauma, finally, Tahu Posse. Aroha mai. Finally, Tahu Posse coming in to perform for us a couple of times. I'll just see. I was actually planning to do. Oh, yeah, that's a bit risky. No, that's too risky. No, I won't do that one. I'll just do us. I might just do that one, eh? I was going to have a go to at Hey, one of our originals of Tahu Posse, the song Hey, that's the Achy Breaky Heart one that turns out good. And no, I won't even try that one because you can hear it. I see when I do that rock steady rhythm there. See, it's still a bit risky there because you get all those, all those movements in there. So you get all that too. So all those sorts of things come out in a studio. So and be loved. Could you be loved? Oh, no. And be loved. Could do it rock steady, or I could do it our funk style, or I could do it in the pure. And those are my three versions of that song. I've got three versions I like to do. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved, oh, now, and be loved? Don't let them fool you. Or even try to school you. got a mind of our own. Go to hell. What you thinking is not right, yeah, yeah. Love could never leave us alone. In the darkness, must come out tonight, yeah, yeah. Stay alive. Could you be love and be love? Could you be love? What now? And be love. Road of life is rocky. You may stumble too. While you point your finger, someone else is judging you. Funky style. Could you be love? Could you be love? Could you be love? Could you be love? Don't let them change you. Spibbity dip. Or even be a stranger, yeah. Spitty pippity spit pip. Whoa, no. We got a life to live. Whoop. Only, yeah. Only, yeah. The fittest of the fittest justify, yeah. Stay tonight, yeah. Could you be love? What now? And be love. Could you be love? What now? And be love. Ain't gonna miss your water till you well run dry. Well, how you treat me, the man will never be satisfied. Could you be love? 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 Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Ricky, say something. Rocky's rocker, say something. Ricky, say something. Yeah, I'll just leave that one there. I might got a bit of coffee in there. And also, yeah, I ended up doing a couple of slight little, I missed a couple of things in there. And that's what it can get like on your own in a studio. And that's why I wasn't going to try that one, but once I got going, I thought, I might as well just keep it going because the people deserve some live music. And that's what we're really all about. And that's what Tahu Posse is really all about. Performing in here for you. Aroha mai. I'll just put the guitar over there for a bit. Performing in here for you and making sure that we have the best of what we can provide in terms of reggae so that we meet also, so that we mean what we say and we actually play that music to the T like we say that we can. If we can do that, then we're achieving our goal. And e tātou mā, that's what we intend to do. A bit later on, I'll play for you a version, one of our versions of Redemption Song. We'll come back on for that. But in just a moment, we are going to go into another recorded waiata of Rōpata. We're getting a real good taste of Rōpata's music, eh? This is awesome, and I'll tell you why, because it's really important to note a lot of these things. A lot of the kōrero that we bring you is kōrero around the mastery of reggae music, and so you don't get to hear kōrero like that very much at all. In fact, for most people, not at all. So, yeah, this next waiata coming up is another waiata from off the same album, Survival. And this particular waiata is one of those that, again, rōpata, it epitomizes that ability of rōpata to play all of the music, which is something I've endeavoured to do in all the 46, 47 years almost I've played that music. I've always endeavoured to play all of the music. And so, this is another song that gives us another variation yet again, but of the side of reggae music that is not so core, but is more Ground Nation, and has a very succinct Ground Nation feel, but also mixes in with it the rhythm that it carries in terms of a core rhythm, and it blends it in with it. And very well done by Rōpata, by Bob, by the King. Very, very well done. One of his most masterfully put together waiata, I believe. Babylon System e tātou mā. E haere tonu ake nā ki a tātou. Kai tua I te hau whā ki te ono. E tātou mā, kai roto I tēnei wā tonu nei. E haere tonu ake nei, te hōtaka Hawaikirangi ki roto ki tēnei wā. No te mea nā, hoi anō, ka re tino roa, ka uti ai, no te mea he hōtaka ki atu anō, e hara mai ana. Hoi anō, ka mutu atu ki enei waiata. I tēnei nā Babylon System, ka tahi ka huri mai ki a hau, ka tahi ka whakamutu atu. Ia hau nā e waiata tia atu ana te Waiatara Redemption Song. Ka huri.
I've never really had love, one that I could lean on. I've never really had love, one that I could lean on.
Aroha mai e tātou mā. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening with this track either. I will need to start that one again and bring us back to the waiata Babylon System e tātou mā. Aroha mai. I do not know what happened there. But, I do believe... we do have a copy of it here. E tātou mā, Babylon System. Nā te kiingi, nā rōpata. E haere tonu ake nā ki a tātou. Sorry about that. I actually do not know what happened there. Honestly, I do not know what happened. But let us see what happens from here. Ka huri.
I'm glad I can be what I wanna be. Even then, when it's cold, when it's dark,
Aroha mai rai, tātou mā. I just don't know what's going on with the system right at the moment, but I'm going to finish off right here and do our version of Redemption Song. Oh, one of our versions of Redemption Song. This one in particular, aroha mai. This one in particular is my one. And we're going to go into my song now. Oh, pirates, yes, they robbed by you. Sold night to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my end was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We're forward in this generation, triumphantly, yeah. Won't you have to sing these songs of freedom? All I ever redemption songs. Aroha mai. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, yeah, 'cause none of them can stop at a time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Woo. Some say it's just a part of it, yeah. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you have to say, yeah, yeah. These songs are freedom. All I ever, yeah, yeah, yeah. Redemption song. Songs of freedom. Songs of freedom. Yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, yeah. None of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Woo. Some say it's just a part of it, yeah. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you have to say, yeah, yeah. These songs are freedom, yeah, yeah. 'Cause all I ever, yeah. Redemption song. Redemption song. Songs of freedom. Songs of freedom. Ai pā te iāwi atua. Whakamue miti. Ai te ingoa te iehua. Āmene, ka piti hono ka tātai hono. Te mate ki te mate, te kanuhi mate ki a rātau me ki. Ka piti hono ka tātai hono. Te kanuhi ora ki a tātau, e tātau mā kauri ake maina, kauri ke ake maina. Ki ngā kōrero Hawaikirangi, tēnā tātau, mauri ora. Kauri.